is recording, right?
You want me to check?
Do you know if it's recording? You press record.
I'm pretty sure I did.
I'll
go check.
Okay.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode. I'm Pateka.
I'm Saha.
And this is This Should Bother You, the podcast, where we're here to yap and thanks for being here to listen. So, what's been bothering you this week, darling?
Damn, what's been bothering me this week? I'm finishing school and there's like the little, adjustment situation of things from film to graduation to figuring out how to get clothes shipped over from another country so I can wear traditional. It's the end of an era.
Are you shipping in your clothes from Iran?
Yeah.
Oh.
And to get to an end of an era, I think it gets a bit chaotic. That's what's bothering me. May is going to be crazy and I'm so anxious about it. But it's okay.
It'll be good crazy.
Yeah. But other than that, I think a lot of things are probably bothering me. But the unknown triggers. My best friend told me the other day, she was like, you have a lot of unknown triggers. And I was like, yeah. So let's just name them that.
What do you mean by unknown? Do you mean like something's bothering you, but you just don't know what's bothering you?
I think
I'm saying the word bothering so many times. This is so fun.
Sorry, carry on. Yes, I think there's a lot of unknown stuff and a lot of things that are probably the same as before. But I think now, because graduation's getting closer, there's a lot of things to, like, loose ties that I need to, like, tighten up.
Yeah.
And I think I just want to relax. I just want to go on holiday.
That part.
And I'm just here. Yeah, I'm just very drained. Like, battery level at maybe 10%. So I need to get recharged somehow. So that's what's been bothering me this week.
She's going to New York soon, though.
Going to New York soon. Listen, any cuties in New York?
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, reach out.
Come show my girl a good time. But you'll get there. You'll get there. You're almost there, my dear. Your film's due when? Like next week Monday? Next week Tuesday?
Yeah, we have what's it called? The Filino check.
Okay, next week Tuesday she has a film, and then we have her screening, and then May might as well be Sahar's month. My life is Sahar's month. That May, like, anyways.
What's been bothering you this week, Aziza?
I've just been dealing with a lot of like different contractors and vendors and things this week, and it's just been so long, and people like dropping out last minute or showing up late, or like I was meant to meet a plumber and the plumber was meant to come at 9, they came at 10 o'clock, and then it clashed with a meeting that I had, and then the plumber was coming to fix a problem that the AC guy created. What's been bothering me this week, I think, is just people dropping the ball. Maybe that's it. People showing up late, or people just like saying they were going to do something and not doing something. That's what's been bothering me. And I think this is the thing about life. You can't do life alone. There's a lot of things that you're going to need human beings for, whether it is a service like plumbing or whether it is collaborating creatively, etc. And everything in this life takes a village. But sometimes that village
does not cooperate.
Sometimes the village doesn't cooperate. Sometimes the village is villaging. Sometimes, hey, listen, dealing with human beings is not easy.
Sometimes you want to resign and bang your head against the wall and cry.
Real. And that kind of brings us to what we want to talk about today. So we both have some experience working on sets, working on productions, working on all sorts of things. And I think we've kind of hinted in the past of like, oh, the story's for another day. Oh, the story's for another day. Today is the day. We are breaking our silence. This is the behind the scenes. See all these pretty things you see us, oh, social media, oh, festival, oh, screening. Right. This is what happens before. So give us a rundown. What has bothered you from creating a production? So give us an experience that had you pressed.
Recently or before?
Whatever you want, darling.
I think so. For context, me and Pateka have worked together on films before.
Yeah.
But then we've also done films individually.
Yeah.
And you did help on the most recent one that I did, which was like my thesis, and it was about like a specific story that I wrote. I guess I want to start, I don't know, because when I think about it, I really like, grinds my, what is it?
Grinds my gears.
Grinds my gears.
Grinds my
Like, when I
gears.
think about it, like.
Grates my titties is another one.
You just say that because my titties are out.
Maybe. I think we need to tell people about a camera getting stolen. I think that's actually where we need to start. Let's not go around the corners. Let's talk to them directly.
If you want to talk to me direct. Don't go through the corners.
You speak from your perspective.
Oh my god!
Because I never really I don't know if I've really heard it from your perspective in detail.
Common sense is not common. I'm going to start the story by saying common sense is not common, because do not make the mistake of working with people and thinking just because we're all adults, we all think the same. Common sense is not common. Right. Let me land. So we're filming, right? We film. We were fortunate enough to go to a school that allows us to have a lot of equipment and everything. Like, and the equipment they give us access to is worth
many dollar signs.
We're talking $50,000. We're talking big cash, right? Cool. And they teach us, and we also have these discussions in our production meetings. Don't leave equipment. Don't be irresponsible. Yada 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 yada. This stuff is expensive. Cool. We worked together on a short film production. It happened over the course of a weekend. Wonderful. The next day was meant to be equipment return. The next day being Monday. We all go to school to do equipment return to make sure that everything that's meant to be there is there. I arrive. I don't even know who it was that first came up to me, but I saw glossy-ish eyes. I saw bad vibes, I said. And one thing about producing, Sana, all the problems will fetch you first. The problems go to you. They are on your head. You have to figure out how to deal with them. So obviously, I run my little car. Monday morning, first thing they fetch me with is problems, right? Cool. I'm like, we're doing equipment return. What am I looking for? Cameras, lenses, normal things. Where are the cameras? Where are the lenses? Nowhere to be found. And I'm looking at my DP and I'm thinking, what do you mean? You know, when
we're laughing now.
Nah. When I was being told, nothing was funny. Absolutely nothing was funny. But at the time I was like, right, cool. Long story short, the first AC on the production is the one who took the camera and lenses back home with them, and we pack them up into cases, and they left those cases in their car. They live in an apartment building that has secure parking. It's meant to be secure, but as the story will tell you, nothing is that secure in life. Fine. Instead of getting home and taking the cases out and putting them in their apartment and then putting them back in the next day, which is what you are supposed to do, which is what we tell people to do, is not to leave things in your car. Even people who are not in this industry, guys, no one leaves laptops in cars, no one leaves phone in cars, no one leaves wallets in cars, because we all know what's going to go down. This man thinks he's special. He leaves it in the car overnight. And naturally, that is the night that his car got broken into. Naturally, he wakes up, smashed window, camera, gone. Lenses, gone. Money, gone.
Monitors,
gone.
gone.
I'm gonna let you do the calculations behind that. So now I am staring in the face of my production manager at school and I'm like, where do I start the story? This one, I walk past her. She's there standing there like, oh, hi, good morning. I'm like,
Really?
I was just like, I can't. Yeah, because you thought everything was fine. So you were just greeting me like normal, like you would normally greet me. You weren't like, but then I think you could sense something was wrong. And then I was like,
I came up to you because you guys were outside of the gold room.
Yeah.
I had already seen you before, I think.
We were talking about this in the parking lot.
Yes.
And then you would come up to me like closer to like the building that we needed to go into.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll tell you later. Because I was like, one thing about me, like I have this thing where, especially when I produce things, I'm going to try solve the problem first. So I'm not just coming to you with problems. Or if I can't solve it, I'm going to think of how to put it or think of potential solutions before I bring it to you, because I don't want to just bring you problems, because then I'm not doing my job. So now I just walk past this girl and I'm like, not today. Now it's filing police reports. It's dealing with this first AC who's apologetic, but also it's like too little too late, mate. It's like, I don't care for your sorry. Bring back the equipment. Like, anyways, yeah, I don't even want to bore you guys with the story of how we dealt with it. Long story short, insurance dealt with it. There was a lot of back and forth. There was a lot of costs of like who's gonna pay what, because obviously like your school insures the equipment, but then there's deductibles and that was a whole other drama, is how much of the deductibles are we paying, who is paying this deductible. And let me also take this moment to tell you guys, write everything down, put things, when people agree to do things for you, when people say, oh, I'm gonna pay this, or I'm gonna do, write it down. Make people sign contracts, make your friends sign contracts, make your families sign contracts, because the thing that ultimately saved us at the end of the day was a contract that I made sure we had signed, because I was like, I'm not doing this, because ultimately our school had to fall back on making us pay according to the contract that I wrote, of the deductible that we had to pay, and that saved our asses. Otherwise actually the guilty party wouldn't have had to pay anything if we didn't do that. So that is sad. That is some of my tea.
Yeah.
How was that experience for you?
Well, it was the first Persian New Year I was away from my family, and I remember we scheduled the shoot just so I could have my Persian New Year. And I was going to Sarah's house, our friend's house, and I'm like in my pretty dress, I did my makeup, I'm like walking to set. Walking to the gold room to like give everything back, and then I think I saw you guys before, but I thought everything was fine, and then I walk up to you guys and I just see her UPM's face like this.
Would you not be shocked as well?
And
would you not be shocked?
And then I just see our cinematographer like this, and then I'm like, Patek, I look at Patek, what's going on? And she looks at me like this, smiling. Sahar, give me 10 minutes. I'll tell you everything. Just give me 10 minutes.
I just needed a moment.
I see my cinematographer run up to the toilets. I'm thinking. I'm like, I can't wait 10 minutes. I run after the cinematographer. I run after her. She's in the bathroom collecting tissue. What's going on? She was, did Patek not tell you? I was like, no, I don't know what's going on. Can someone tell me what the fuck is going on, please? Our camera equipment got stolen. And you know what? I think I was in shock when I heard it. And I was
exactly. The first reaction is never like distraught. Even me, when she told me, I was like, it's like Windows was still loading.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
Huh?
And then I remember saying, it's okay, Riddy, we'll figure it out. Close the door, ran off. And I see you talking to Tim. I see Adam come out the
manager.
car. So
first AC.
I collapsed onto the floor and started crying.
Yep.
Che Won, my friend and our first AD again, literally comes, takes me off of the floor because I was crying in front of many people.
Mind you, she's the director of the shoot, so she also can't be. So Che Won, good friend. Pick up. Friend. Don't cry in front of people.
Yeah. So. Also, I think I was panicking because 50% of anything damaged or missing goes to me. And as
the director, like that's our school policy. Like usually 50% of anything that happens is the responsibility of the director.
And maybe I wouldn't have been so stressed if I was like any other director in my class. But I, like you guys know, I'm on a full ride. No. Where is the money coming from? Please. Do I have to sell kidneys?
I'm screaming, not sell kidneys.
It was crazy. I think that's what my brain was going to. I was like, how the fuck am I going to explain this? What's going to happen? And obviously I loved working with her, but I didn't know her properly. And I was like, who is going to help me? Because by that time in school, I just felt like I can't expect anything from anyone. Like, I'm by myself. But Che Won literally collected me from the floor, put me in her car. When it turned New Year's, I was crying in her car. You can take the camera away, you can take all of that like stuff away, you can make us try and figure shit out, take money or whatever. But one thing I lost that I won't ever get back is the first Persian New Year I was away from my family. I had to spend it in my friend's car crying. That is one thing I can never get back, and that fucks me off still to this day. And that person got into fucking altercations with another set they were on this year, and I don't give a fuck. Fucking calm as a bitch, you piece of shit. Yeah? Anyways, horrible experience.
I was never ready for that one.
Horrible experience.
Part
2.
Is this part 2?
Of being traumatized on set. Same production
that
we worked on together.
Ha, guys. Okay, fine. Background. I'll give producer side background. Sometimes when you're filming in a neighborhood that it's residential, depending on what neighborhood you're filming in and what permits you're getting, you might need to collect some signatures from the people who live in that area, just to be like, hey, we're filming, yada yada. Sometimes film permitting officers actually want to see signatures. Sometimes they just want to know that you gave notices out. It depends. But this specific area we were filming in, they wanted signatures. And none of the men that were in our key crew were able to help. So guess who had to go knocking on strangers' doors to ask for signatures? I need to add more context on the fact that me and her, dude, we're just girls.
We're just girls.
We can't fight.
And it was, what's it called when it gets dark quickly? Daylight saving?
Yeah. It was that daylight. It was the hour, like, how do I put this? It was when the sun was still setting early. It was when the sun was still setting early. Also, you people in this country, please pick one time and stick to it. We're tired. Every March, every November, we have to fumble. What's the time? We're tired. Just pick one and stick to it, please.
Pick one, honestly.
Every day, rewinding clock. No. Yeah. But anyways, so we had to go around collecting signatures, and it was also very, very white neighborhood.
It was rich white, then, but that's it. It
wasn't rich white. No, it wasn't rich white.
There were some parts that were rich white.
Newport is rich white.
Yeah, maybe it was a dirty area.
This is like middle class white to lower class. Hey, what about our safety? What about our sanity?
The dogs.
What?
The dogs.
This all started all cute and well. At first, we were just dealing with people who were like a little bit standoffish. Nah? Like, you'd sign, they'd be like, oh, whatever, sign. Like, they weren't very personable, which is fine. Maybe you're not having a good day. I'm not going to take it personally. It's fine. The dogs. Trauma of my life. You like dogs though, so like,
she was. I
thought she would have our back.
What I swear, one of them was trying to hump us. One of the dogs.
I don't remember this.
I feel like it was like a white fluffy dog.
Oh, a tiny one.
Yeah.
See, and you were freaked out because you don't like tiny dogs. I prefer tiny dogs. My issue is why is your dog competing with me with height? Those ones freak me out.
No, I'm sorry. It's the little dogs for me that you're trying to make up for the fact that you're small. Shut the fuck up. The big dogs are calm.
No, at least little dogs, I can kick you. I wouldn't.
To any animal lovers out there, my friend is actually a very nice person to animals.
Thank you. I wouldn't. I'm just saying that if my life was at risk, I would not be intimidated by a little deformed bunny, as Queen Charlotte would say.
That is a deformed bunny.
Deformed bunny.
I was recently rewatching.
What is this deformed bunny?
Anyways, if you guys haven't watched the show Queen Charlotte, go watch it. But anyways, now what am I going to do versus a German Shepherd? What am I going to do versus a Rottweiler? What am I going to do versus a Great Dane? What am I going to do versus a pit bull? What happens at this point in time?
You got long legs though. I think we
can.
Hey! My God.
These long legs are for luxuriating at the beach. These long legs are for strutting in heels. These long legs are not for running from dogs.
Valid.
Thank you very much.
But that experience of getting the signatures was basically us dealing with a bunch of households who had a lot of animals, big animals or crazy little animals. A lot of smelly houses when they open the door. A lot of interesting. I think the most scary thing was when we walked past this kind of like big house mansion.
It was like abandoned.
It was abandoned. It was like an abandoned big house mansion type shit. Like, I don't know what it was, but I walked in and I saw, because the lights were on, but there was a mattress hanging out of the window.
Dango.
And
beer bottles on the yard.
Yeah, and I walked in and I see the lights on. I walk, and I hear, I run. Unless I run, she starts running too.
Fright of our lives. And I think we heard it like the kitchen door also like started like, we're like, no, we can't come and kill ourselves for this film.
It was very scary.
It was terrifying.
It was very scary. And I remember at the end of it, we hugged each other because we were like, what the fuck was
I think that was our first traumatic bonding experience actually as
was,
friends.
it
Maybe
was.
that brought us closer together, you know.
It was.
We had known each other for all of like 2 months at this point,
Yeah.
and we had to go through this together. She still won't forgive me to this day for making her cancel her nail appointment.
No,
to come
because
help me.
no, but you know, no, because I was gonna because I knew I looked shit, so I went to look good. And my nails were chipped. They looked. She knows. She remembers my nails, and at some point we were knocking on some cute people's doors. I won't lie. Yeah, I looked like shit. My lips chapped, nails falling off. I was literally at the nail salon when she called me because her UPM couldn't join her to get signatures.
Yeah.
So I had to cancel my nail appointment to go join her, and then. Obviously, like, I'm trying to get there. I'm, like, rushing. She literally pulls out Vaseline from her pocket. She's like, do you want some? Your lips are chapped. I'm like, I just ran to you from cancelling my nail salon appointment.
One thing about me, if you're my friend, you won't be caught slipping. I'm so sorry.
I wasn't your friend then, you know.
Okay, so then maybe I'm just a nice person.
I think you just knew you were going to be friends with me.
Damn. But yes,
Yeah.
I did know we were going to be friends, and I was like, I can't let you walk around these streets looking ashy.
Yeah, but my nails look so bad. I can't believe you made me do that.
Anyways.
Couldn't let me finish my nail appointment.
Okay, then it would have been dark.
What about the next day? We couldn't have gotten the next day.
Madam, if we had the luxury of time, I wouldn't have taken it.
Fuck David!
David, when we catch you.
David,
when we catch you. Because you were supposed to go.
DeVito!
And now we're traumatized. Anyways.
No, actually, this should not be. We were actually complaining about this because you have a black and brown woman walking on these streets of white, dirty areas, and you're at night.
What about our safety? Sorry, we're
Do you
also
actually
immigrants. Sorry, we are also immigrants. Can we add like risk
Exactly.
factor? Like,
And then
if
the
anything
next
goes
day-
south, we can't do anything because
No, and then what if the next day our kidneys are on sale?
Luna.
Yeah, on the black market. Then what are you gonna do? You're gonna feel really bad, David. Sorry, I don't mean to drag you, David.
Poor David, man. But yeah, no, that was very traumatizing. And that experience has made me like anytime I'm filming somewhere that needs signatures, I'm out. Someone else to do it. Someone else has to do it. I'm so sorry. I'm not doing it.
Get somebody else to do it.
Okay, so basically, when I say we, me and my producer, who's also our friend Issy,
Yeah.
we were looking for a wardrobe person, and I was like to Issy, I think it's important that they're Middle Eastern because the film is Middle Eastern. If they're Iranian because it's a specific Iranian story, the better.
Yeah.
So we find two people. One is actually, we met through Patek, and she was amazing. She even helps her on set. Love her. She's so lovely.
You're welcome.
Yes, but I wanted to go with her for wardrobe, but I think Issy was like, oh, this other person has more experience. They went to Chapman, they've done more sets, they've done Middle Eastern sets. And I was like, even though I really wanted to go with your connection, I was like, okay, let me just trust my producer. Issy, I love you. We all make mistakes. It's okay. We all make mistakes, but we couldn't predict this.
Yeah.
None of us could predict this. This girl, so we went with her. We had a budget. We gave her the budget. You know, the first month we don't really speak to her because obviously it's like wardrobe still isn't like set yet. We get closer and closer. Weeks go by. I don't get any updates from this girl. Like, what are you buying? And I'm the type of person who I'm just like, okay, we need to communicate about what you're buying. Like, you need to tell me.
Are you calling yourself a micromanager?
No, I'm a director that gives a shit. Actually. Am I dragging someone? Maybe. Am I dragging a couple people? Maybe. Because actually, let me say, me and Luna, our PD for this film, and who was my art director for one of the films I PD'd on for her, for The Missing Middle, she's always like to me like, Saha, you need to let me know what you like and don't like. Like, my PD was very like, Saha, we need to be on the same page.
Yeah.
Some people, they don't care about PD. They don't care about
And the thing is,
wardrobe.
like, guys, when it's my first time working with you, I don't trust you yet. I don't know you. So I need you to, like, keep in communication
Yeah.
with me. Let me know what's going on.
and-
Because we will blink. It'll be day before production and you haven't
And
done
this
anything.
is what I'm trying to like say. Like, we were literally getting so close to production. It was a week before. Bearing in mind, so this girl wasn't on it. I don't think she was in the right mental space or if she wanted to do this project, but she wasn't buying shit, right? And I made her like come here. Like, I went and met up with her. I gave her my clothes. I gave her some of my traditional clothes that I bought from Iran that I collected that I wanted to use for the film. Give it to her. She goes away. She still hasn't bought anything. I'm like, okay, cool. Do I need to buy stuff? Anyway, the fire started, unfortunately. This was in January.
LA fires.
Yes, LA fires. And she lives in kind of Santa Monica area. But I'm so sorry. I believe the fires were an excuse. Because there was no, like, I'm so sorry. Like, we had to continue to fight, like, film, during the fires. If my school is telling me it's okay and you're living at home, no problem, everything's fine, you're not being affected and your house is not burning down, and you're not even telling me, oh, I need to go help A, B, C, D, where
And she wasn't being evacuated either.
She wasn't being evacuated. And, I understand some people like, hey, I can't do it because I need to go help people in the Palisades. I want to go help people.
Yeah.
None of that. She's like, it's the fires that are affecting my mental health and I can't work on this anymore. A couple days before we shoot.
That part.
My girl did not buy shit. And I literally was like,
so at that point, are you quitting or did you just never do it?
what was going on?
Like,
so what I did is I was like to Chaewon and Issy. I think Issy was trying to like find the best solution. I said to because I was messaging Issy and my first AD and my really good friend Chaewon. I was just like, okay guys, I'm going to go pick up my shit from this girl's house and I'm going to do wardrobe myself. And what made me feel better and confident in my choice was because my actress was a fucking sweetheart and is a sweetheart, and she offered to help me. She even bought some stuff. I was happy because I got to be in charge of like aesthetics, which is part of wardrobe and everything, and I love aesthetics. I love fashion, I love decorating, so it was a big plus for me, but at the same time I didn't have the capacity to do it. But I did manage to buy a lot of the stuff that I liked, and she did as well. Thankfully, last minute we were able to bring one of our actress's friends on, who was an absolute gem. Like, I love her so much, this woman.
She helped with a lot of like management stuff on sets.
We still haven't paid this woman, and she won't take money from me. 6 days, and she had a full-time job. This woman will not take money from me. Imagine.
Some people are so nice, man.
Some people, and I think...
So what bothered you about that whole experience is like people dropping the ball last minute kind of thing,
yes.
Like I said.
So this girl, I drove to her house. She didn't even have the decency to come outside and give me my stuff. She put it in a box for anyone to come and grab on the streets.
And mind you, some of the stuff that she put in there is like unique. These aren't clothes that you can go buy.
No, like they're from Esfahan.
On Fashion Nova.
They're from Esfahan. I collected them from like my family, my grandparents. Like these are shit that's been passed down. And it's like, it was so heartbreaking because it was another Middle Eastern person and I expected so much more. And every time I would message them to get updates, it was like I was bothering them. I'm like, I'm so sorry. You're not made for this industry then. And I think Issy, when I told Issy and Chaewon, I was like, guys, I'm going, because it was during the fires and everything and whatever, and it was a bit heated, like what was going on in the moment. Issy was like, I don't think it's like the best thing to drive there. Issy was messaging me, I don't think it's best for you to drive there. I was already there.
Oh, yeah.
I was supposed to get there in 20 minutes. I got there in 12 minutes. I was so pissed.
We will discuss Sahar's driving on another episode.
Anyways, I was so pissed. So for my recent production, the only thing that was really getting on my nerves, I mean, there was a couple of things, but this one was major. Because imagine, how are you telling me I need to sort out wardrobe for a thesis, for a 7 day shoot? I was saying 7 days because prep, wrap, and all of that.
For those of you who aren't or haven't been on set and don't understand, like, wardrobe is not just I put on an outfit for the day and I go. Like, you need someone who's going to manage all the different changes that the actress is going to do, make sure it stays clean and pressed. If they're wearing the same outfit for multiple days, you need someone who's going to go home, wash it, press it, bring it back to set on the next day. You need someone who's going to keep track of everyone's sizes, keep track, jewelry, oh my gosh, shoes, like
sizes, styles.
That is a tasking job in and of itself. To do that and also to direct, like, please, like, that's long.
I mean, it wasn't anything new to me because my previous film I had to do a lot of the little things myself.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have that big of a crew. But you know, this time I thought I'd be like, okay, everything's sorted. By the way, yeah, we gave our money as well, and it took a good couple weeks for my producers to get that money back from that wardrobe person. But
that part. Anyways, other traumatizing, guys, we
talk about your other on-set experience.
We've had so many. I've had to deal with fire my locations being out of fire compliance, and then I have to find some sort of fire marshal to come watch my production for a whole weekend. I've had to deal with not having key actors, like very key actors selected up until 6 days before we start shooting. That happened on our thesis, and that actually I almost wanted to vomit.
No,
I was
actually, I
so
remember
stressed
that. You
about
were
that.
so stressed.
I've dealt with, oh my god, remember when it rained? One thing about planning to film an exterior scene, my dear, you are at the mercy of God. You are at the mercy of God and what those clouds are going to do. We wanted to film an exterior scene that day. It was raining the whole day, and it wasn't supposed to rain. It was raining the whole day. We had to quickly change plans and shoot an interior scene instead. But then the funniest thing that happened. Okay, so it started raining. It was raining all day. It wasn't supposed to rain. It wasn't forecasted to rain, but whatever. So we changed plan. We're like, cool, we have to film an interior scene. That's fine. On feet thinking. Now, here's the hilarious part is that we're filming an interior scene, but like the director and DP liked the look of like the moody look of the rain. But the rain wasn't raining hard enough near the window where we were filming. So they wanted fake rain. So now my lovely friend over here and some of our other crew members, I couldn't do it because I was inside dealing with script drama. They fetched hose pipes and they were spraying the windows with hose pipe. So it was raining, but they were creating fake rain. So they were being rained on while pouring rain on the...
It was freezing. To Miss Director, who filmed us with her phone inside.
Maybe we'll insert footage. Actually, that'll be hilarious. We'll insert footage.
No, because I had to do that 3 times. And I didn't want to let other people do it because I was production designer. Like let me do my job. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I'm just a girl and I didn't like it. But it was funny. It was fun. But I wasn't having a good time.
I was worried about them getting sick as well, and so was Melissa, my co-producer.
And I thought I was going to go back outside, but I think it was the AD who went outside and did it himself for the last time.
Yeah, because it was just my girls were getting rained on. It was just too much.
Yeah.
But
see, women should not be doing this shit. Yeah,
we're supposed to be creating and ideating and doing all the things, but sometimes production just requires a little bit more labor than one might anticipate. So a little bit more heavy lifting, a little bit more risk than one might anticipate. And let us warn you, especially if you're going to create like independent things, short things, there's no money to just be handing off the work that you want to do to other people. So you're gonna have to be creative.
That was one of my favorite sets I've been on. Like one of my favorite. Like I loved being on my thesis, but also being on your thesis was so much fun. Like everyone was so nice.
I'm glad.
Just sexy people, left, right, and center.
Yeah. That makes me very happy, and it's definitely something I set out to do as well. When I came into this industry, is like, I think I had seen and been on sets that were just very strange and very like toxic, and very much like men can get away with anything and people don't feel uncomfortable, people are drinking, people are doing all sorts of like things to cope with the fact that they're in a very like, because it's hard, guys. We work 12 to 16 hour days. People's personalities clash. We're creating something that is very hard to do, and it requires so much of ourselves, and sometimes that can brew very not good environments. And something I always set out to do is to create a place where everyone feels safe and where everyone feels like they can be their best creative selves, because otherwise
it's not gonna work.
It's just not gonna work.
You have to make things with love, or else it shows when you don't. I've seen so many directors and like filmmakers or producers try and replicate a really good film, but it shows, and it wasn't a good set because it shows in the film.
Exactly. And it's also like, what is the point of creating a work of art that results in everyone you worked with resenting you? What is the point of that? Because then you still have to do like marketing and publicity and distribution, and
no one wants to be involved.
And no one wants to be in the same room as you. What's the point?
I loved being on that set because I felt really looked after. Like obviously I was working with my friends.
Yeah. I was going to say very intimate behind the scenes things that bother us about being on set. Toilets.
You know me and her. You won't catch us going on set. Toilets.
You won't catch us using the bathrooms on set. I'm so sorry.
Did we run away again?
Not happening.
Did we ever run away to go to the toilet in the missing middle, or we just held it together?
I think we used the actor's bathroom. We did.
Once.
We did.
I never used it.
We never.
You used it.
I used it.
I never used it.
And guys, we're not talking about whether it's number 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't care what we're doing in the bathroom. I just hate public toilets. Period. I don't like public toilets. I really don't. And the thing is, with even these productions that we are on, we're working with like 24 to 45 human beings that are all sharing 1 to 2 to 3 different bathrooms. I'm so sorry, that's public enough for me. I don't want to do it. I've been on sets where like we have driven, like the first production we did together, we would drive to her house because her house was like a 5-minute drive away from our location. We would drive to her house to use the bathroom.
And that's when I knew this is my girl, this is my ride or die, because I was like to her, but like, I don't think I can use the toilets here. I don't like using the toilets, and I really need to go to the toilet. She was like, okay, go now.
Literally.
And I was like, oh my gosh, someone else would have been like, just use the toilet, it's fine.
Nah, I was like, they're setting up. You've got about 30 minutes. Go and come back. Yeah, and then she also gave me the key for our house for me to use the bathroom, and I was like,
I shut out my whole entire life when I went home. Okay.
No, because you people that be doing number 2 on set, you're wrong, and you're inconsiderate.
And I have gut problems. I'm lactose intolerant. And back then, because it was my first year, so I was still figuring out why my stomach was doing a madness. I was never lactose intolerant until I came to the US.
The same.
So that's why in my first year I was like having so many stomach problems, because like, why is my stomach making so much noise and it hurts and I need to go to fucking toilet to shit on my life all the time. I realised in second year that I'm supposed to be drinking oat milk and almond milk. So
that part.
I am lactose intolerant. But figuring out that we both hate going to toilets on set was a blessing, because I'm just like, ugh,
now we know.
twin.
No, honestly. And now we know, because we work together on a lot of sets, even if we're not like producing, directing or writing, whatever. Cool, fine. We work a lot together.
Yeah.
So now we know, like whenever we have a set together and we have a production, is it cool? Bathroom plan? What's the bathroom? Guys, even on her thesis, I went to her producer's house to go use the bathroom. That was a 20-minute drive. I am that dramatic.
Yeah.
I am that dramatic. Like, I'm not doing it. I'm so sorry. It's nothing personal. It's just a comfort thing. Like, and thankfully I have strong Kegel muscles, so I can hold urine for a while.
This is the thing. I'm also good at holding.
So we're not running around every 3 hours. No. We just need maybe once in the day, around lunch to disappear, and then end of day disappear. Yeah, I think that's a list. I think that's a good. We've given you guys some tea. We've given you guys some drama behind the scenes of the things that we've dealt with on set, and hopefully you find them humorous.
Yes,
and maybe educational. Maybe you'll learn something. Yeah. I don't know.
I'd like to hear about other people's sets that are like, there's more chaotic sets. We deal with more demure sets. There are chaotic sets out there.
They are so chaotic. At least we've never been shut down. You know, people get shut down. People have health hazards. Oh my gosh.
Red lit. Sorry, I know someone in our school that got red lit.
As opposed to being green lit. You can guess what that means. Oh my god, I know people who faint. I know people who've had sets where an actor fainted. But
yeah, inshallah, just have great. Inshallah, we'll just continue to have great sets.
Yes,
I think what made me very like hopeful is when I spoke to my friend the other day, and he was just like telling me like, you'll be fine, like you don't need to be a specific type of director or like filmmaker to make it, and also like, just, we're gonna go watch Sinners tonight.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
I've watched so many like interviews with them, like with Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler, and they're just talking about how like you need to be kind to each other, you need to like have, and you need to, like Ryan Coogler was saying how like Michael would have so much respect for like the PAs and the ADs and all of that, and like
that's so important. And that's another thing I think we've also, like, a thing that's bothered me on set is so much, like, guys, we are just at the beginning of our careers. You have no reason to be an arrogant person, a mean person, thinking that you're better than everyone and thinking that your ego is the only thing that we are here to serve. Like, please, we guys, and it's not a stereotype. Like, that is the one thing about this industry that's not a stereotype. You are gonna find very narcissistic people, you're gonna find very egotistical people, you are gonna find very arrogant people, you're gonna find very rude people, you're gonna find very selfish people. Okay, you're gonna find them. It is my plea and my hope that in this generation and going forward, people learn that there's no reward for it. Like, really and truly, you can do good work and be a good person.
No, actually,
the two are not incongruous. Like, you can do both. They're not mutually exclusive. Okay?
Yes. So be a good person.
Yes.
It doesn't take anything away from you
at all.
And you just continue to work with good people. I'm just grateful to know a good amount of people who like I love, who I live with, and who I just have in my circle that I know I'll probably make films with them till the day I die. So it's a beautiful feeling, and I hope whoever's watching this, I know we talk about how chaotic like being on set is, but when you do it with the people you love, like, you'll get through it and you'll continue to have good sets.
Yeah. There's a reason why you see so many famous collaborators working together again and again and again. And at first I was just like, oh, nepotism. Oh, they're making it harder to get into this industry. But I get it now, because like, once you have figured out a person that you work well with, you develop a shorthand with that person. You don't have to question their intentions. You don't have to question their reliability. You know they're going to pull through for you, and you know that you are both going to put your 100% into it. I can so understand why people want to work together again. So ultimately, this whole thing makes you build community, and hopefully if your heart is in the right place and you're doing work that matters, you will build the right community. And even through this chaos, you will, 1 year later, you'll be sitting with your friend and you'll be laughing about the fact that cameras go missing and dogs chase you.
No, literally.
There we go. Have you been watching anything fun this week?
No, and do you remember my last thing? I think I was just continuing to watch what I've been telling you guys before, but I was hoping to come back with like Sinners and be like, oh my gosh, but we're literally watching it tonight. Yeah. So I think I'll just wait till next week.
Okay.
What about you?
I don't think I've been watching it. Oh, I watched Meet the Kumalas. It was so cute.
Was it cute?
It was so cute. It's a new movie on Netflix about this these two families that are it's set in Durban, South Africa, and you have these two families that are like, the two women of the families are kind of, they used to be best friends growing up, but then they're rivals and then they move together, and it kind of just like brings back all the history. Their kids are dating, but it's like star-crossed lovers kind of vibes. And it's also like the Kasi, which is like township vibe, versus the suburb bougie vibe. And like, it was so heartwarming. The couple was played by Kosi Ngema, and I forgot the name of the male lead that was her like love interest in the movie, but it was so cute. So I watched that.
Oh,
and
that's
I would
the one
recommend
with the
traditional dance.
Traditional dance.
Yeah,
that was so nice.
It was so cute, man. So heartwarming, man. So shout out to all the people who worked on that. But yes, we're gonna watch Sinners tonight. So I'm very excited.
I'm so excited.
And I can't wait to yap about it. Prepare to be sick of me.
Yeah.
Prepare to be sick of me.
My man, where's my man?
My man, where's my man?
Anyways, guys,
Thank
you so much for tuning in to another episode of our podcast. We really appreciate it, and we hope that you enjoy it. And if you have any questions, concerns, comments, feedback, you also want to share any fun experiences you've had in creating work, share it with us in the comments below. Please share this video to anyone who you know in your life who might be entertained by it. They share, they comment, they like, subscribe, tell everyone in your life
family,
about
WhatsApp
it.
group chat.
That part.
Yeah.
Send it to, you see that creative collaborator that you look, you want to subtweet, that you look, you want to be like, I think this is the right video to send to them. I think so. I think this could be encouraging. This might heal your relationship with them and help you build community.
Also tag your partner in crime in film.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
do that. Like, tag the people that you love working with.
Honestly, shout out people. We're also always looking for new cool people to work with.
Yes.
So love learning about that. But otherwise, we'll see you in the next one.
Bye, my loves.
She said, what if I do?